Hey guys, Floor 7 has been out for a few weeks now, and I want to talk about the armors that were released and what it could mean going forward. Now, if you happen to enjoy the video, maybe think about leaving a like, it really helps, or maybe even subscribing. I also stream daily, so if there's ever a new Skyblock update, you can sure as heck bet I will be streaming, so I think we'll join a Discord as well. So anyway, what we're here to talk about is how the armor stat works. Now, if you don't know anything about the floor 6 or floor 7 drops, basically the floor 6 set was the Necromancer set, which was a very tanky set. Now, if you don't believe me, we can quickly look on the AH and you can go see some Necromancer pieces for yourself. Now, going all the way down, the base stats are 300, 250, 10. Now, if we go look at any of the Wither armor pieces, it'll be, oh hey look, it's the exact same. So the floor 6 and floor 7 drops are perfectly identical, but that's where the new frag system comes into place. Where you end up using these, fragments, in this case the laser eyes, to craft the storm chestplate. Now you'll see a drastic drop in stats, mainly health and defense. Now, why is this an issue? Well, if you've done any dungeoning, you will know that having low health and low defense is a really big problem. Now, items like the Hyperion make this seem non-existent, but as we slowly move towards Master Mode being released, this can be a really big problem. So, going through, you're pretty much losing stats across the board. Now, it tends to be like this for every single set, but are the trade-offs worth? I think that is the big thing, and going forward as they release more content, are they going to keep doing this? Because if they keep removing our health and defense in favor of stats, will it really benefit us? Because at a certain point, mobs will be really, really strong, and if we don't have enough health defense as, base, we're just gonna die, right? So, just going through, it pretty much ends up being, right, like lost stats all around the board. And TS the helmet, though, you end up getting a lot more for what you lose, which is really weird that it's in the helmet slot. But, going through, we're quickly, just looking at them, which we could talk about this, but I think there's been enough videos for now, and I do have one planned to talk about this, so don't worry about that. Looking at the Golder set, now the Golder set is the one set that, doesn't beat this thing. It actually is slightly buffed. When I mean slightly buffed, it is literally a slight buff. As you see, the helmet does get a significant boost, 80 defense, which is not much, but I guess it almost doubles the base set or base stat on the armor, which is good, I guess, and 10 health. And as you see, this trend kind of goes through 10 more HP, 25 defense. It doesn't gain any stats on the lag, which this is just kind of mean if you ask me. Like, why would you craft the Goldor legs? Not sure if this is a bug. Maybe maybe you should report this or something. Like, I think there's something seriously wrong with that. And finally, the boots, like a little bit more stats. So that really makes you think the legs are definitely bugged or something, because 10 intelligence, it's definitely a bug. But yeah, so Golders is the only one that gives you slightly more stats, and it's only slightly. Now, I'm pretty sure you get much more value out of going these other sets, right? Which is kind of weird. Now, going through, next we have the Maxwell set, which, again, you do lose stats very similar to the Storm set, which is a bit of a shame, and you gain speed and crit damage. It's just, I don't know. It is a cool color, if that's like an upside. I mean, I would like to have this color armor. Like, it's a nice blue, purpley type color. I would like to have this. I think a lot of people might, but again, it's just the stats you lose are just feels bad, like I don't want to be losing all my HP defense. I am terrified when we get Master Mode, because we're going to be so squishy, right? So finally, looking at the Necron set, which the Necron set is actually one of the least punishing sets, which is surprising. You go from 200, 100 to 180, 100. So, I mean, it is called the Necron set, so I guess, of course, it shouldn't be too punishing, but besides that, it is one of the better ones, because it gives you 40 strength and 30 crit damage, tacked on, right? So, like, as you can see, you're not losing much, right? 260, 140 to 300, 250. Comparing it to the other ones, right? Like it's better, and I don't think it's fair, really, that it gets to be a little bit better than stuff like Storm, because it's insane. See, you get see goes 40 strength, 30 crit damage on each piece, and just being a little bit better in some stats. I don't think it's fair, considering it gives so much strength and crit damage, which probably outweighs any kind of intelligence or any other stat you could really, get. So again, I don't really know where I'm going with this, but my point is, as we move forward, as they release Master Mode eventually, right? Or like this current gear level, I don't think it's good enough, right? Like you can see these defense values; they are just not up to par. We will not survive Master Mode with these stats, right? Like bare minimum is like, this is a floor 6 drop armor, right? This is maxed floor 7 gear. Half the defense value. We are not going to survive Master Mode. Heck, most people struggle to survive with like max defense gear on floor 7 anyway. So, either way, as we go forward, I just hope they kind of address this issue, since we should be getting not punished so hard for getting the most value out of our gear, since it's just kind of silly, right? That we get punished for wanting to make our characters stronger. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed, hopefully you guys did. Anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, guys. Bye.